While the announcement that Space Mountain will receive a major renovation and retheming, finally bringing you back to the original story inspired by Verne's novel From the Earth to the Moon, took the spotlight, two other announcements were shared at D23 for Disneyland Paris. The largest project currently happening in the resort is the Lion King themed area, a brand new land coming to join the world of Frozen at the shores of Adventure Bay in Disney Adventure World. This land was announced 2 years ago at the D23 Expo in 2024 and has been under construction for nearly a year now. But there's still so much we don't know about the ride here, which promises to be one of the best the resort has ever seen. Secondly, a brand new parade was announced for the Disneyland park. This will retire Disney Stars on Parade and is aiming at entertaining people for years to come. So, in today's video, let's check all the information available regarding the parade and then move over to Disney Adventure World, where new concepts and details indicate that the ride will be something never before seen in any Disney park around the world. So, let's begin. Starting with the parade, Disney says the park will unveil a stunning new daytime parade unique to Paris, which will become a new anchor of the daytime entertainment offering at the park. Led by Mickey and his pals, this daily parade will honor the timeless Disney magic and dreams with elegant, state-of-the-art new floats welcoming beloved characters from Walt Disney Animation Studios films, such as the Genie and Jasmine from Aladdin, Tiana from The Princess and the Frog, and Rapunzel from Tangled, as well as others from the Pixar library like Miguel from Coco. The parade has been in the works for a while and has seen nearly 225 sketches of costumes, wigs, and makeup to bring it to life. But of course, what steals the spotlight are the floats. These are being created from scratch for Disneyland Paris. According to an article by Variety, there will be 8 brand new floats. But the most interesting thing about them is that each actually tells 2 different stories. The floats will have 2 sides, creating a much more dynamic show for guests as the front tells one and the back another. This can clearly be seen in the second float in the concept art, where Aladdin takes one side and the Princess and the Frog the other. The concept looks incredible and I'm excited to see Stars on Parade being retired for this one. However, that will still take a while. Stars on Parade has had a good run. It's not a bad parade by any means, and it's done its job well for several years. But like many others, I feel like it's overstayed its welcome. I have high expectations, and based on what I can see in the concept art, I think this is going to be something really special. Next April, Disneyland Paris will celebrate its 35th anniversary. And while not much is yet known regarding the celebrations, we do know that this parade won't be around to celebrate with us, at least not in the start. As usual, I expect the 35th to be extended with new entertainment the following year, and Disney has announced that the parade will start making its way around the park in 2028. Well, with that out of the way, let's talk Lion King. As you know, the Lion King themed area is currently under construction and the massive show building that will house the attraction is rising fast from the ground. This will be the largest show building in the entire resort, surpassing even parts of the Caribbean, and it'll house the ride, the queue, and the land's shop. To theme it, a huge recreation of the Pride Rock will tower over the entire land, being taller than the North Mountain to its side, coming in at 37 meters. This is a brand new concept art shared by Disney at the event, and it shows the newest version of the entire zone, including the 16-meter tall drop, the entrance to the ride, its exit through the shop, and several other themed buildings, such as the land's restaurant, a toilet block, and what appears to be an outdoor small theater space in a similar vein to the one in Gazebo Garden. This possible outdoor theater space is something I find very interesting. We've already seen that Disney Adventure World can do entertainment very well. The World of Frozen has the Marina show that happens several times per day and features the incredible Olaf animatronic. It would be amazing to see something in a similar vein as that happen here, maybe with a new wandering animatronic of Simba, or perhaps one that features both Timon and Pumbaa. Either way, it's important to create these dynamic spaces, as it can house a meet and greet, a small character show, a live entertainment moment, or all three at different times of day. This is located under the tall recreation of Rafiki's home tree, which is something I've been thinking about since the blueprints video, and the concept art here really brings it into focus. The tree sits at the heart of the land, towering above everything else in this side, and in the film, it's an important location in the Pride Lands, so it's great to see it being included here. Other details we can notice are two marquees at each entrance into the land, and once more, a Simba figure at the top of the mountain. It's still unknown how exactly this will be translated into the real world. For example, an animatronic that comes out every once in a while would be quite something to see. We finally got a new look at a different scene, and one I was very excited for. Newer Disney rides have been missing a key point in the beloved stories and worlds they're meant to be a part of: villains. However, that won't be the case here, as this new concept art shows the confrontation between Simba and Scar right before the climax of the movie. Back when the construction permits were filed, I made that video trying to place all the scenes in the ride, and I thought, and now I really believe, that before and during the final lift hill will become a part of the battle for Pride Rock, where Simba and Scar come face to face, which ends as Scar falls and is finished by the hyenas. Well, thanks to a behind-the-scenes video that shows a model of this scene, we can pretty much confirm this is the case, as it matches the curve in the blueprints. Disney says that Scar will be done in audio animatronic form in this scene, directly inspired by the iconic climax of the classic animated film. Michel Dendolk, who leads the creative teams at Walt Disney Imagineering Paris, says that they are all hard at work bringing to life the beloved world of The Lion King, which has captivated audiences for more than 3 decades. They believe this epic story was also embraced due to its unforgettable villain, so they are very excited to lift the curtain on Scar's presence in this major attraction. Thanks to an extraordinary level of detail, our guests will experience the very heart of the film's story, its emotion and thrills in an entirely new way. It's really exciting to see that Disney will go into the darker elements from the film, and it gives me hope that scenes such as a stampede will indeed be included. While these two concept arts were the main focus, Disney did share a video of the behind-the-scenes testing location that can be spotted from Adventure Bay. When this testing facility was built, the question many had was why? Why would Disney spend money in building a large structure like this when the ride technology has been more than tested? Well, that's where they got it wrong. The Lion King was never going to be a Splash Mountain clone because it itself doesn't even use the same ride tech as older log flumes, and that's confirmed in this video. A traditional log flume uses water not only to stay afloat but to move around, and the speed of the boats is dictated by the water flow, which doesn't really give much control since a boat full of people won't move at the same time as a boat with just a couple, and it can't slow down or move faster either. In the video, we clearly see that the boats are moving but the water stays still. Well, the Lion King will use a new system where a rail under the water will allow for full control of its speed. Dendolk said in an interview with Le Figaro that this will allow for the perfect alignment of the boats in the different scenes. These that will be more complex and interact with the riders more than new rides like Frozen Ever After. Now, this isn't the first time we see something like this in the Disney parks, but it is a second. The Pirates of the Caribbean ride at Shanghai Disneyland uses a similar system that allows the boats to move at variable speeds as well as turn and face different sides while continuing to progress through the ride path. What this means effectively is that this new system allows for full control of the speed of each boat that will be combined with the larger thrills that can be expected from a flume ride with a 16-meter tall drop and 2 others indoors, resulting in a much higher theoretical capacity and a more intimate and immersive experience, all while keeping the larger thrill moments. For example, during the stampede, the boat could slow to almost a halt as the rumble begins and the wildebeests start to fill the scene around you, letting the tension build before accelerating as the chaos peaks. that is a level of storytelling control that changes what a ride can and cannot do, and it justifies why this attraction is being built with a testing facility rather than just using an existing ride system. I find the possibilities incredibly exciting, and it'll be amazing to see how Imagineering uses the tech to its full potential here, but it once more proves just how big the ride is meant to be for the resort as a whole. I have no doubts that it will help position Disneyland Paris as a destination for people around the world. Well, so there we have it. 3 announcements from D23 for Disneyland Paris. If you haven't, now is the perfect time to watch my other 2 videos from D23, including the deep dive into everything we know regarding the brand new Space Mountain mission that's coming soon. A new parade that will define the park's daytime entertainment for the next decade, a Lion King ride that is shaping up to be one of the most technologically ambitious attractions Disney has ever built, and Space Mountain finally coming home. I've said many times on this channel that Disneyland Paris has been entering a new era, and I truly believe that. Still, there will be much to go through in the coming months as the Disney Village makeover continues to happen and the 35th anniversary appears on the horizon. Make sure to subscribe as not to miss any of that, and I can't wait to cover it all with you as it unfolds. Before going, what do you think of these announcements and new details? Let me know down below. And now, as always, thank you for watching, and that's a wrap.